This is the 1952 Citroen traction Avant cold start video. If you'd like to start her up. Just give her a couple of gentle reps. And same again, please. So here we are in Geraldine's 1952 Citroen traction Avant. I'm just going to take her for a little drive along the roads just to show you what she's like. In terms of the steering, how does it feel to you? Is it obviously it's a car that's 70 years old, so it's not going to be perfect by any means.
Well, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
There's obviously no power steering, but it's steady. It keeps to the road well, and it drives well. And I've driven on motorways and things, and it goes nicely at about 70.
Oh, fantastic. And in terms of the gear change, how does it feel to you? Is it reasonably precise? Any slipping or anything at all? A little bit of show.
Yeah, show there. Just needs to get going a little bit. No, I mean there's only 3 gears, first, second, third, and then you've got reverse.
Yeah.
And it goes in very nicely.
And brakes, as we're about to find out, are they're pretty good, aren't they? The drums all round, but they still do the job.
Yes, they do the job, and the handbrake holds well too. On a hill, I'd recommend putting it into gear and the handbrake, so they're not like other ones. Yes, it's fun to drive though.
I can imagine.
Yes.
And you use it fairly regularly?
On and off. At times, at the moment, I am, but often I'm it's I'm gonna go around this way. Oh, there's an ambulance. We have to wait for that. There we are.
It's hazards of London,
yes,
isn't it?
hazards of London. I drive it. There are times when I drive it regularly, yes, but at the moment I'm driving it quite a bit. But other times I use my regular car, and this is kept in a garage.
Sure.
As all classic cars should be, yeah.
All clear.
You need to do a gym workout to drive it, because
Yeah.
of course there's no power steering.
Of course.
But once you turn and you're going, it's easy.
I suppose you can use the momentum
nice.
of the car, can't you, to kind of help you sort of, because
Yes,
parking this car must be interesting as well.
I'm used to it
Okay.
now, yeah, and I'm good. And I've been on quite a few journeys with 4 people in the car, even 5 in a roof rack and all our luggage, and
Yeah.
we've gone over to France together on holiday, and it's been fantastic. It's a 2-litre engine, so it's got power.
It's got some power in there as well.
And it's not too bad on petrol either. It drives really well, and it's very comfortable. It's comfortable in the back, and I don't know if this is your first time, whether you're comfortable.
Well, it's typical sort of Gallic seats. They're quite absorbent.
Yes,
They're like sofas,
they are.
aren't they? And
Yeah.
the ride, you know, it's surprisingly absorbent. I mean, the roads are okay; they're quite smooth,
And
but
it's nice looking over the bonnet, isn't it?
exactly. And I can't hear any creaking from the suspension at all, which
No,
is great news.
it's good. It's good.
And it's absorbing the kind of ruts in the road quite well.
Here we go, the speed bump, so it's quite nice. Because it's high up, so you don't get that problem with many modern cars and it's scraping the bottom. Yeah. Here we are.
And you've not experienced any issues with overheating or anything at all, have you?
No, not at all. I have converted it, so when I had it originally, it was 6 volt.
Okay.
And then, about 10 years ago, I converted it to 12.
Yeah.
So now, when it was 6 volt, you know, it was difficult to drive at night because the lights were so dim, and you know, there were issues with starting. But since it's been 12 volt, it's fantastic. In fact, I've been away 6 months,
Yeah.
and it was undercover, and I hadn't used it, and it started straight away.
Perfect.
So
Excellent.
that was fantastic.
I suppose
yeah.
the simple electronics is not.
Very simple.
There's not a lot
yeah.
for it to kind of drain the battery,
Yeah.
really, is it?
No. So good.
That's absolutely
Up and up
perfect.
here.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, it's a polling station of all days. The opportunity for us to.
Yes, I'm
we-
doing 3.10.
So we're doing a 3.10 now.
And yeah, so I bought it in. I think I bought it in 1989 or 90 in
Yeah.
France, in the north of France, from a man who had it in his garage. He was a plumber, a plombier, and yeah, I bought it off him, and it was really nice. And I kept it over there for a while, and it was looked after by a garage where they were used to these cars and actually collected them. And yeah, it's been great fun, and it's so lovely. I'm going to miss it. It's like part of the family.
Of
now.
course, you.
And then people just wave at you and smile. I call it my happy car. 'Cause everyone's sort of like, it just brings a smile to everyone's face.
Or just
To see you
photographing it
driving
earlier
around.
on. This is, you know, a lot
Everybody's
of
stopping. Yeah.
absolutely asking you what is it, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So, I think that's part of the parcel of the classic car, really, isn't
Yes,
it?
it is. Oops.